Hey there, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your monthly horoscope. And this one is for you, Taurus. As we come into November, the sun is shining in Scorpio all the way through the 20th. And this is opposing your Taurus sun and putting an emphasis on your closest relationships. Now we've got both Mars and Mercury retrograde as the month begins. So the first part of November is really ideal for reviewing information and finishing what you've started. By mid-month, both of these planets will be direct, and that's really going to help facilitate some new beginnings during the second half of November. We've all kind of been waiting for that. You might have felt like these horoscopes the past few months were saying, finish what you started, don't start anything new. Well, I can finally report towards the end of the month, we'll be able to get some things going. We've got Mercury stationing direct on November 3rd in the sign of Libra. This should really help to clear up confusion related to work matters, and it should be easier to get a handle on your schedule after this date if you've experienced a lot of frustration during this Mercury retrograde, which started back on October 13th. Maybe people canceling or something gets in the way and you have to reschedule an event that you've been counting on. After November 3rd, we'll probably feel a little bit more flow as it's time to integrate the information that you've gathered since this retrograde cycle started. So think about some changes you'd like to make to your daily routines and how you interact with others. That's a big theme. And keep in mind, we'll be in the shadow phase of this Mercury retrograde cycle until November 20th. So you'll still need to take it slow, but you do have more of a cosmic yellow light, shall we say, to move forward and make some connections that you've been needing to make. Now on November 13th, Mars will station direct at 15 degrees of Aries, and this ends a cycle that began back on September 9th. This will give you astrological support to initiate new actions, and as the month progresses, you'll probably feel that some subconscious blocks have been lifted. This is really good news, even if you have felt that nothing was really happening for you the past few months. Mars has been in a position that's a little bit more hidden for Taurus, and especially Taurus rising people, where there was work being done behind the scenes, most likely within your subconscious, and you're ready to step forward and put what you have learned, what you have developed for yourself out into the world now. Now, keep in mind, Mars is going to be in Aries through January 6th. So the coming months are an ideal time to move forward with an idea that's been brewing in the back of your mind. Again, it's all about bringing something that has been hidden or in the background forward, and it probably involves your skills, your strengths, and most of all, your confidence. Now, on November 15th, we'll have a new moon at 23 degrees as Scorpio. This is going to be a great time to set intentions related to partnership, marriage, fair negotiations. It's a great time to set intentions about any type of collaborative efforts and creating closer emotional connections. So anyone who has about 23 degrees, Taurus rising, or Taurus sun people who are born around May 14th may really feel extra power at this new moon. It's hitting a really important place in your chart for some new beginnings. And the good news for you is that we are out of the official retrograde cycle. So it's an important new moon for Tauruses, and especially if you have some partnership related intentions. Now, remember last new moon, we were in the double retrogrades. So you may want to review your October intentions and reinforce them, restate them. Some of them may not feel like they fit anymore, but go back and see what you want to reinforce this month, because Again, we're out of the retrogrades. You're going to have more oomph. Now, if you're not a member of janspiller.com, I encourage you to go check out our membership options and gain access to monthly new moon information. This was Jan Spiller's specialty. She wrote the book New Moon Astrology, and there actually are windows of time at each new moon that are more powerful than others. Not everyone knows this or adheres to it, but it makes a big difference if you want to start working with the new moon to manifest what you want in your life. Now, the sun is going to ingress into Sagittarius on the 21st, and it's shining a light on hidden information. Even if you don't like what you discover, the optimistic vibe that comes from a Sagittarius sun can help you to see the benefit and learning opportunities available. It's always better to know than not know. Even though sometimes you're not happy with what you learn, you'd rather know. Then you can figure out how you want to deal with it. So that's what the latter half of the month is about. The end of the month is going to be a really good time to engage in activities that promote self-awareness and knowledge of psychology and human nature. You may want to spend some time examining a relationship if things have been bumpy. Well, what's the motivation of each person? What's been going on? This could be a personal relationship, professional. It can really help to not take things personally sometimes, because people are often motivated by something that has nothing to do with you, but it's so easy to assume that they are doing something specifically to you. So it's a good time to clear up maybe any of those types of misunderstandings. We've got a November 30th full moon lunar eclipse at 8 degrees of Gemini. So we're heading into the final 2 eclipses of 2020. These will be eclipses number 5 and 6. That's right, we will have undergone 6 eclipses by the time 2020 is complete. That is an unusually high number. We usually average around 4 per year. So this full moon lunar eclipse is a real good time to reap rewards of your efforts over the past 6 months. And for you, this could have to do with material or monetary gain. There is a positive side. Sometimes eclipses get a bad rap. It's true. They shine, especially lunar eclipses, they shine a light on something that needs to be seen. That often triggers an emotional reaction. But on the flip side, full moon lunar eclipses also help us to bring something to fruition that we've been working on. And for you, the focus of this eclipse, part of it has to do with money, resources, and working for something that you have been trying to earn. So your ability to make connections and network with others is going to be really highlighted. You could get some kind of benefit from a relationship that you've cultivated and the way that you communicate. So keep this in mind, and I hope that you can make the most of this month's astrology. Please be safe and be well. And I'll see you here back next month with your horoscope.